Odimenkiti. I'm a researcher and teacher at Nnamdi Azikiwe University of Nigeria. I'm a professor in the Department of Chemical Engineering, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka. And then 9.1 cohort member of ASLP fellowship. Currently, I'm in Beijing, specifically in China, as a PP visiting scientist at the Institute of Physics and Chemistry of the Chinese Academy of Science. When applying for the ASLP, I expected a world-class impact on me because I've gone through the website and I familiarized myself with the activities before my application. And then what actually interested me most was the quality of scholars they selected for the program. I was expecting life-changing impact on myself, especially the way I look at research, the way I look at science leadership, and then the way I look at collaboration among African scholars. So I expected the empowerment on my own side to enable me, be a solution creator towards African science development, and then somehow be also train the trainers, be a part of people that will train the younger ones who will now also train others. So I expected a chain impact from me and among my colleagues, and then down to my students, and those my students will also teach. So that was actually my expectation. I expected a world-class, output. And then when I came for the program, it actually met my expectation. The most important observation, in short, what actually gave me a fresh new insight was the pattern of delivering the lecture. So it met my expectation. In short, that pattern of training, I've never witnessed it before. I'll use the common, beautiful words. It was awesome. It was amazing. And the experience was actually profound. The organization itself was a top-notch. You see, the keeping of the time, precision of lectures, the discipline surrounding the entire organization was something to be proud of. So in all, I will give it excellent mark. There are too many of them because every section has its own uniqueness. But like I told you, to me, the most memorable moment was at the point I realized that what we started as if we were playing, as if we were joking. Form a group here today, join another group tomorrow, do this little thing, do another little thing, write this and write small thing like this, write big thing like this. But at the end of the day, we were able to sum up all these past materials we wrote. We were able to sum them into leadership, sum them into like my own science leadership, those that went into all those different areas that eventually emerged after all the writings here, writings there. We were able to sum them. When that fact emerged, I was really touched. That was actually showed me where we were going. So you can actually use in a very soft ways. You can use soft ways. You can use play, in a playful way to organize something that is very serious, something that is very impactful from different ideas, from different backgrounds, from different, different thinking and different approaches. We're able now to form a whole that actually define the problems, define the solutions, and the way we can even, approach those problems. That was one of the, to me, I don't forget it. Then another one is that in a lighter note is the cultural night too. The cultural night, because we organize within the space of 30 minutes, we were able to form a rhythm of music. So even with our, in a short period, it was able to organize us to form a rhythm of music. So there are a lot of things to remember. There are a lot of things to remember. And then even our outdoor activities, where we talk to one another and then exchange groups and give talks on our activities for a day or for a given period. They're also very memorable. Then of course of the friendship created, because from the program I was able to make network and which is now friends. I've been talking to one another, trying to help one another. So these are the memorable outcomes of that particular event. One of the virtues we learned during that our program is empathy. I remember when he asked us to do painting. So after doing painting, and now functioned one of the pens that one of us, actually created. And then he turned to say, this is what happens to scholars or researchers when you fail to look at the merits or the good side of their works. So it actually propagated empathy in dealing with human beings. So we can decide to nag or decide to be negative. But in that conference, they also told us and showed to us that we can start to be positive minded. So then in finding solution to organization, if I have opportunity, I'll also use the approach that I learned in that workshop. It's not always from the top to the bottom. You can also start from the bottom to the top, just like we did in that ASLP meeting, from the bottom to the up. You will find out what the people you are leading wants. What are their needs? The way they feel, the inner thinking of them, because you give the opportunity to even think. You give the opportunity to provide solutions, to find, give the opportunity to detail out the problems, even the ones that you as a leader may never see. So when you collect such ideas, then you put them into partitions, and eventually you arrive at different engagements of those problems in the organization of society, and then find a way to harmonize the challenges and also find an inclusive solution to the problems. So as a leader, I always apply that particular model. It's very important. It's very good. It intrigued me so much after that training, and I took it home. It's that person who has the enthusiasm to be part of solution finder. To be part of solution finding, and then creating influence that will inspire the younger ones, or even those already in the scientific system, to be more optimistic, to be more energetic, and to be more zealous. In promoting the growth of science in Africa. Any scientist, no matter the level, who can influence the progressive movement towards science development in Africa, who can inspire others in his own or her own corner, is a science leader. It's all about influence and using the influence within the sphere we can cover to make our science grow, and not only grow, to make the science solve our problems in Africa and beyond. That's who I can say is a science leader. My message is very simple. We need to strengthen our homegrown solutions. We need to strengthen our homegrown ideas by assimilating ideas from outside Africa. We need also to use our homegrown science to tackle our homegrown problems. That is the end point of what we are doing. Are we able to solve our problems using what we have? We have resources, we have human beings. So the thing is this: our ability to galvanize our resources, both human and material, and then deploy such resources towards solving our own problem. As science leaders, we should also not operate in silos, because at the end of the day, politicians take decisions. So we must find a way to collaborate with scientists and politicians in corridors of power, because it is only when we have them that they can hear and understand the issues affecting science, science growth, science implementation, and science development in Africa. At the end of the day, all we need is solution to our problems, so that we don't depend on outside that to solve most of our problems. If we're able to put our house together and get our resources together and then harness it with integrity and utmost desire to make our place a better place, then I can say we are good to go, and then we are going in the right place. Inspiring.